Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do this look here. What it consists of is all Kevyn Aucoin products. I used every single product from them, from the base of my face to my lipstick. I thoroughly enjoyed doing one brand tutorials. It was very fun for me. I also did add a little bit of lashes. Totally up to you if you want to add lashes on your own look. I'm going to take a little bit of the Kevyn Aucoin, the Sensual Skin Enhancer. I'm going to put this on my eyelid. So I'm putting this on there as a base. So it's going to act as like a priming base for my shadow. And basically this is the whitest shade, the lightest one in number 1. And I am just putting it all over the lids because I'm going to set it with shadows anyways. So this is more so just to get rid of all the veins on my eyes. So just a little bit of a base all over the eyelid. Then I'm going to go in with, this one is an eyeshadow. It's in 103 Touch of Peach. So I'm going to put this all over the base of the eyes as well. It's just going to set that primer that I put everywhere. So just getting a fluffy brush and putting it all over and tapping off the excess and spreading it out all over the eye. I am going in with eyeshadow after, so I want to make sure there is a great base for me to put all the eyeshadow on top of. Doing the same to the other eye. So the next thing for the eyes is I'm going to take this shadow. So this I'm going to use as a transition shade. This is 108 Faded Heather. So basically just using this shadow for the crease, and I'm tapping off the excess, making sure I don't have too much product, and going in and just putting it in the crease of the eye. So I don't want too much color, but I also want a little bit of definition. So just a bunch of blending. I'm going to use the same brush for both eyes and just blend it out. And I'm taking whatever's left on the brush and pulling it all the way in. So not just on the outskirts anymore, bringing that blend all the way across the full of the eye. So this is the Little Loose Pigment. This one is in Rose Quartz. What I'm going to do is put a little bit on the back of my hand. So I'm taking a little tiny flat brush, and what I'm going to do is spray it with some Fix Plus and then go into that pile of shimmer I put on the back of my hand and place it on the inner half of the eye. So all the way from the inner corner to the middle of the eye, I'm going to place that product. Go back in, pick up the rest of it, and place it there as well. Going in with my finger and just blending that out. So basically that's going to be it for the eyeshadow. I'm going to move into the complexion because we're going to finish up the eyes with like liner and mascara and stuff afterwards. So what we're going to do is move into the complexion of using Kevyn Aucoin products. I'm going to take the Skin Liquid as well as the brand new Etherealist foundation in number 1. And I'm going to mix it together on the back of my hand. The Skin Lighting Liquid is like an iridescent bronzy look. So I have a dollop of that on the back of my hand, as well as I'm going to go in with 2 pumps of the foundation because I think that I will need a little bit more of this foundation than expected. So mixing the 2 together and getting a little bit of a concoction of a bronzy foundation. I am going to go in with a beauty blender and apply this to most of my face. It's a really great color. More of like a medium coverage, I would say. Not super heavy, not really light either, but it is a beautiful foundation. Adding a little bit of that light liquid does make a huge difference. You can see like the bronzy, glowy effects to my skin. Finishing the rest of my skin over here. I'm going to add a little bit more to the back of my hand just because I don't have enough to finish the rest of my face. So it looks like you have to use quite a bit of this foundation to get coverage, just because it's so liquidy that I find that you have to use a little bit more than expected because it's quite a watery foundation. Covers up freckles really well. It covers up like redness and blemishes really nicely. I wouldn't say like it would cover up like a mole because I can still see where a couple things are, but that's not my intention with my foundation. My foundation is more so just to even my complexion. So the foundation is on. What I'm going to do is go in with the Sensual Skin Enhancer again in the number 1 shade and put a little bit underneath my eyes, acting as a concealer. This is where I'd be a little bit more careful just because it is such a pigmented product that you don't want to add too much, but I also do want to cover the dark circles under my eyes. I'm going to do one eye at a time just because I'm not exactly sure how this dries. So going in with the Beauty Blender and just blending that underneath my eye. It covers very, very well. I am setting it with the Diaphanous Light Translucent Powder. I don't think I would go without setting it. This is just what it looks like. The Kevyn Aucoin little contour brush, put it into the powder here and just set my under eyes. Very nice and very full coverage. I do really like the look of this. It looks just very natural. It doesn't look super heavy. Loving the look of that. Going in underneath the other eye and blending that out with the Beauty Blender as well. Going back in with that exact same powder and setting my under eye as well. Moving back into the complexion, I'm going in with the Kevyn Aucoin, the Capri Cool Pink set. It has the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight. So I'm going to go in with all of these products and buff it into my skin. The brush that I'm going to use today is the Super Soft Buff Powder. I love this brush. So I'm going to dip into the bronzer, dip into the highlight, and then the blush. So first going in with the bronzer and blending it out on my face. Very pigmented products. I love this brush. It makes everyone's complexion look good, no matter what. Very soft, powdery, like bronzer and products, so it's kind of hard not to get fallout from it. So I'm gonna go in with the tiny little contouring brush as well. I have 2 of them here, and I'm gonna go into the highlight and just put a little bit on the high points of my face. Okay, going back in with the buffing brush, I'm going to go into the pink blush, tap off the excess so I don't have too much, and add a little bit to my cheeks. It goes on very quickly. Like you can see, I have so much blush on right now. I think the blush like kind of takes the power of the whole palette because it's kind of mixed in with the bronzer, mixed in with the highlight. Not sure I love that, but it's okay. It's not too bad. We will work with it. I'm going to go in and do my brows. I have the Kevyn Aucoin little spoolie, so I'm going to pull up all my brow hairs and just make sure that they're on a flat surface. None of them are going funky ways. Love this brush. Then I'm going to go in with the Precision Brow Pencil in Ash Blonde. So what I did is I blended out all of the brow hair so they're going one way, and then I'm going to add a little bit to the brows. I'm just doing tiny little strokes as if I'm mimicking natural brow hairs. I want to make sure that the brows look natural but also filled in. Not sure I love this brow pencil. It's quite hard. Hard brow pencils are something I do enjoy, but this one's so hard that it doesn't even look like it's like depositing very much pigment, and if it is, it's very hard to blend out. So it's okay. I wouldn't probably repurchase this brow pencil, but it's alright. I'm going to take a little bit of that Faded Heather shade, so that warm dusty shade, with a tiny little precision pencil brush and put it underneath my eyes. Blend it out in the bottom of my lash line. Before I finish off the eyes, I'm going to go in and do my lips. I'm going to go in with the Flesh Tone Lip Pencil. This one's in the color Height, and I'm just going to outline my lips. So I have outlined my lips. Now I'm going to go in with the lipstick and fill it all in. I'm going in with Uninterrupted. This is their matte lipstick. It is so nice. It stays on so well. This lipstick smells so good. It smells like watermelon. It looks good. It's like my favorite pinky tone. So it's more of like a mauvey pink with a dusty rose tone underneath it. I love this lipstick. Highly recommend if you like these shades of lipstick. The next thing I'm going to do is go in with the Kevyn Aucoin eyelash color and their Essential Mascara. Fill in my lashes top and bottom before I add a little corner false lashes. So I went in and I added mascara to the top and bottom lashes. Now what I'm going in with is my Dual Lash Glue, tiny little tweezers, and I'm just adding these tiny little lashes that are just demi-wispies cut in half. So basically there's a corner of the demi-wispies and I'm adding them to the outskirts of my eyes. So as you can tell, it is all lashes. It looks just nice and full and fluttery. That's what I'm going for. I do find that when I want my lashes to be a little bit more defined, I don't add liner. Liner makes the lashes maybe look a little bit smaller than what I want and doesn't emphasize them as much as I would like. So I didn't add any liner, as you noticed in this look. If you do want to add liner to make it a little bit more dramatic, absolutely go for it. Add some liquid, add some pencil, whatever you prefer. But personally, I just wanted to go in with some lashes today and just do more of a lashy rose tone look. So this is the final look. It's very rose gold. It's very pink toned. Something that I love for the winter months. Adding a pop of color was still emphasizing my very fair skin. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. All of these products are courtesy of Luxe Beauty Boutique here in Edmonton, Alberta. They carry Kevyn Aucoin. This is where all of these wonderful products are from. So thank you so much to them and thank you so much for joining me today. If you did love this video, be sure to subscribe down below. Thanks for joining me and I'll see you soon.